What's going on YouTube? Today I'm coming at you with a video, a Tryndamere matchup tier list. This is for my Tryndamere mains who still follow the channel and watch my content. Thank you. Wanted to give you this, and before I do anything, just want to say this is my opinion. You might have a different opinion than mine, and I think that's okay. But I hope you guys get some value out of this, and I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it first with Aatrox. My opinion, I think Aatrox is a you gotta know a little bit champion. I don't think he's too easy because I think you can throw the lane fades if you play it wrong. But I also don't think he's 50-50 because I think Tryndamere can very easily beat him in the early game. And I think you also, for the most part, outscale Aatrox if you guys go even. So I think that's a gotta know a little bit. Akali, GG, why didn't you dodge? I don't think she's worth a ban because the odds of somebody actually playing Akali top lane are kind of like, they're not very common. But bro, you should dodge if you get Akali. All right, Alistar, yeah, easy dub. And by the way, this is just all champions that like might show up top lane. So obviously this is not all like top laners, but it's ones that I've seen or that like have a chance of going there. So I just wanted to say that as well. Amumu, easy dub. He can have some difficulties with if he can Q you while you E in, it can be like a little bit difficult, but even then he's basically just jungler setup. Annie, you gotta know a little bit. You gotta know a little bit for Annie. It's not super easy top lane, honestly. From my experience with the 1 or 2 games I've hit Annie top, I actually lost them because I kind of was like, oh, it's Annie top, this is easy, and then I ended up dying. But I do know that if you're going to go against Annie top, that you need to, you basically need to E in as you're getting stunned, and then that kind of wins you the fight, but it's really weird. It's really weird. Camille, I think it's between gotta know a little bit and 50-50. 50-50 I think is a skill matchup, and I think this is a skill matchup. Tryndamere's side, Tryndamere needs to take short trades and do an all-in. You have to auto-E her away, auto-E away before she gets her AD shield from hitting you. So you basically need to get off your damage before she hits you, and that can be difficult. And if Camille's play it well, it's very, very hard. So I would say 50-50 for this. My opinion, easy dub for Cho'Gath. If you're not aggressive enough early, it's not an easy dub. But if you're playing Tryndamere, you should be aggressive early. So I'm going to say that for him. Darius is a have fun, bro. Can be very easy, especially with bad ones. So it kind of is a little bit elo dependent. I have beaten a lot of Dariuses. I've also gotten beaten by a lot of Dariuses. So I think Darius is a have fun, bro. I think you can win it, but I also think it's very, very tough. Diana. I barely play against Diana top, but when I have, I smash it every time. I'm gonna go with easy dub. Maybe not as much anymore, but this one's tough. Draven top is tough. When you go against Draven top, it's very tough because he can cancel. I'm gonna go with have fun, bro. He can cancel your E. So if you have Ghost, like, you might be able to kill him, but it's very tough matchup against a good one. I'm gonna say have fun, bro. Mundo, I'm gonna go with gotta know a little bit. You gotta know a little bit from Mundo top. With the reworked one, it's not as easy as it used to be, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go with gotta know a little bit. Echo top, I gotta go with. He does, his ult mechanic can be hard for newer Tryndamere players. So I'm gonna go with gotta know a little bit, but I think if you're a semi-experienced Tryndamere player, you should know how to beat it. You just out trade him. If you're taking proper trades where you're not fighting a minion wave and you have cooldowns up, you pretty much always out trade him. Especially if you can dodge his Q, it's really not that bad. Elise, easy dub. It's free low. I've played against lots of Elise tops. Fiddlesticks, I've never seen a Fiddlesticks top. I'm gonna move him down to the bottom. I've never seen a Fiddlesticks top. Come on now. All right, Fiora. Probably 50-50. Fiora's another one of those where it's like, yeah, if you can auto her properly, and not let her hit your vitals in trades, like as long as possible, not let her hit your vitals. It's a very good matchup, but if she's a good Fiora, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Fizz, have fun, bro. He can permakite you, has really good damage. He can go all in, and then when you are to go back on him, he can just swim away. So it's a have fun, bro. It's a tough matchup. It's a little bit easier in top lane than mid lane. I've played against Fizz a lot in the mid lane. You just can never kill him, but he can't really kill you. But top lane, when he, even though he has more room, even though he had more room to run him down, it's just very tough. He's a slippery champion. Galio, I don't think I might have played Galio maybe once, and from what I remember, it's pretty free. It's pretty free because he's really good into AP. He's not really good into AD. So I would go free low on that. I gotta know a little bit for Gangplank. Some people I've heard struggle with this matchup. I personally have not. Essentially, you just chill until level 4, and then you pretty much, it's hard to lose trades after level 4, just to be honest. Garen, easy dub. I've heard a few people struggle with this matchup. I don't know how. Basically, here's the trading patterns, right? Minions. You guys are autoing minions. Garen will Q. If he Qs and walks towards you, you walk away until you either auto something or it goes out. Then when he turns back, you W him and spin on his face, and you win the matchup. And then you just walk him back to tower, and it's free. Very easy matchup. Gnar. Bad Gnar, easy. A medium Gnar and a hard Gnar, have fun, bro. I'll be honest, I still struggle with this matchup. It's terrible. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's winnable, but it's not fun at all. Gragas top. GG, why didn't you dodge? I have played against a tank Gragas, and it is miserable. He can cancel your E with his E. He's got some innate heal with his W. His W is an AoE damage and slow, and his R can misplace you or like reroute you. I don't know what they call it, but it knocks you up and away. Graves top. Definitely got to know a little bit. It's not free low, because he's got a nice small dash he can kite you with his autos, and well, he can't kite you with he can kite you with the E, and his autos are good damage, and his R can kite you as well, and his W slows you. So it's not a hard matchup, but it's definitely not an easy one. Hecarim top. I'm gonna go with gotta know a little bit again. These two are definitely going to be well, maybe not. We'll see. It's not super free because he can be difficult to kind of maneuver the lane with, but it's not an easy dub either. But it's definitely not a scale matchup. I still think Tryndamere wins it. There's just some mechanics you have to know. Heimerdinger. I'm going to go with have fun, bro. Let me explain. Now, I don't think that this is this is not an intensely hard matchup, but I think unless you have played the matchup a bunch of times, it's a have fun, bro, because that is miserable. Even if you kill him, he's just a miserable lane because he's really hard to get onto, even with Ghost. His turrets slow you. He's got a lot of CC, but if you can get onto him, obviously it's like a free kill. So it's a have fun, bro, in my opinion. Alawi, probably the easiest dub. Honestly, I'm gonna move her up here. Probably the easiest dub. And if you can't beat this matchup, dude, literally dodge her E, and then as soon as she misses her E, and as long as you're in a good position to trade, it's a free kill. And when she has R, you just walk out of it. If you can't kill her in it because you're Tryndamere, you literally just walk out of it and then re-engage. It's so free. Irelia, again, my opinion, easy dub. Yeah, there's some good Irelias out there. For the most part, though, they suck. And then they're really easy to beat because as long as you dodge her E and then you don't let her kite you around the minions, it's super easy matchup for me. Ivern, nobody plays Ivern top. I don't know why that was on this list. Nobody plays Ivern top. J4 top. Gotta know a little bit. It can be a tough matchup. Unless you basically when you're trading, right, and let's say you start winning the trade and Jarvan starts kiting back, you have to know he starts kiting back. Basically, you have to know to walk out of his E. I think it's his E. You have to walk out of it and then re-engage from an angle. It can be a little bit tough if you're new. Definitely, I think a 50-50. Some people would disagree with me on this and be like, Jack's hard counter Tryndamere because he blocks autos in the early lane phase. You fight for level 2 advantage. If he E's you, you E away. If he Q's onto you, well, if he Q's onto you after and still hits you with it, guess what? Auto's face, you're gonna win. So I don't think it's a terrible matchup. I've definitely lost to a lot of Jaxes, but I've definitely beaten up a lot of Jaxes, so I think it can be definitely a skill matchup. Jace is a have fun, bro. I still haven't completely solved this matchup, honestly, myself. He can knock you away. He's got really strong poke. It's a tough matchup. Callista, same thing. This matchup was miserable when I went against it. Now, nobody will go against. You'll never go against it again, but just in case you do somehow, it's a have fun, bro. It's not easy. Karma, Tank Karma is another have fun, bro. Oh, excuse me. Tank Karma is another have fun, bro. That was miserable when that was a thing, and I had to go against that. She can perma-CC you. She's tanky. She does a lot of she has a lot of heal. Miserable. Karth is easy dub. I mean, the dude literally wants to die, and you can counter his ultimate. It's super free. Kassadin, easy dub, and I don't even need to explain it. Kale, okay. Kale used to be easy dub. I'm gonna say gotta know a little bit now. Before any Tryndamere mains watching this scream at me and say that's the easiest matchup that there ever was. Now when she gets autos a little bit earlier, she's got a speed up heal. And she's got a nice disengage in the laning phase. Now, I still think it's an easy matchup. Do not get me wrong. I just think it's not a free-low matchup anymore. I think you need to know a little bit how to take proper trades and how to all-in her properly. And to also know that when you ult and she ults roughly at the same time, you've got a 50-second window once your ult's back up to kill her. And you need to take advantage of that. So, got to know a little bit. Kane's easy dub. I've played against Kane tops. They're either junglers that got filled top and that Kane's their champion, or they just think Kane's cool and they're not very good. I personally have never gone against a good Kane top. Kennen, GG, why didn't you dodge? This matchup is terrible. I've survived lanes and I've carried games, but it is a terrible matchup. It is not fun at all. It's just miserable. Kha'Zix, gotta know a little bit, man. He's not super free because if you don't fight him in minions, he gets really good damage off on you and he can kite you. It's kind of a weird matchup. It's not hard. It's not easy. So I just think you got to know a little bit. This is going to be another controversial one. I feel like this is going to be controversial because I have not played against good Kleds yet. Okay? But a good Kled would be like, got to know a little bit, probably 50-50. But dude, most Kleds suck. I would just be honest. I have not faced a lot of good Kleds. All you do to win this matchup is you whittle him down till I can't remember what the little ride that till the little freaking thing that he's on is like really low HP, and then you can just all in him once you take another trade. It's not that bad in my opinion. GG, why didn't you dodge? This matchup is some of the worst experiences I've ever had in my entire life. Nobody plays Lissandra top. I'm gonna move that down here. Sorry. Lucian, have fun, bro. You can't kill him. But it's miserable. I'm just gonna be honest. The lane's miserable until like level 6 when you can finally, if you have high HP and he overextends, you can kill him. But it's a hard matchup. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move this here. I don't think it's a have fun, bro, because a have fun, bro, to me implies it's like impending doom. I think it's a 50-50. I think a good Lucian that knows how to not overextend in the lane, it'll be really tough, but most Lucians will just overextend anyways. So I'm gonna go with 50-50. Lulu, haven't placed this in a long time, but let's say Lulu, it was like the Lulu top meta again. Have fun, bro. It was miserable when I had to go against that. Malphite, ban, dude. Why didn't you ban Malphite? I'm just saying, terrible matchup. Oh wait, is that Morgana and that's Kale? I'm gonna call this Kale. I'm gonna assume that's Morgana. That one of these is Morgana, and nobody plays Morgana top. Sorry. But yeah, Malphite. I mean, do I even need to say anymore? Malzahar top, easy dub, really easy. You can just survive through his ultimate, and then you ghost, and he's got nothing left, and you kill him. Maokai, gotta know a little bit / easy dub. Very easy matchup. Basically, you start off with auto attacks. You never E onto him because he can just Q it and cancel it. So you walk off to him, hit him with autos, and then once he disengages, you E onto him. It's pretty free. Wukong 50-50. I've beaten up on a lot of Wukongs, and I've lost to a lot of Wukongs. Basically, the formula is you got to auto him a few times, disengage before his armor gets stacked up, and then you can go again. But it's a very tough matchup, not easy. Mordekaiser, easy dub. It's an easy dub. I mean, Mordekaiser to me is super free low. I'm gonna go with ban. If you ban Nasus as Tryndamere, I honestly I understand, because it is a terrible matchup if you can't kill him. It is terrible if you can't kill him early. Nautilus, GG, easy dub. Sorry. Nico, why didn't you dodge? Terrible matchup top lane. It is really hard. You can't get onto her. She can go like, she can clone in a way. Like, it is not fun, but it's not worth a ban. Like, these champions are not worth a ban. These champions are worth a ban, in my opinion. Italy top. When I played against it, dude, as long as you don't get cheesed, it's such an easy dub. Olaf, 50-50. Played against a lot of bad Olafs and smashed them and ran them into the ground because, yeah, okay, their ultimate makes it so they're fast and you can't CC them. If you have Ghost as Tryndamere and E, you can track them down and stay with them, and as long as you build a little bit of healing, like canceling, like Executioner's Calling, it's free, in my opinion. Ornn, this could be my inexperience, I don't know, but I'm gonna go with GG, why didn't you dodge? Nobody plays Ornn, but it is miserable going against that guy top lane. Pantheon, 50-50. Again, just another one of those matchups where it's kind of a skill matchup if you ask me. Old Pantheon, it was really easy for Tryndamere. But this Pantheon, he's got a little bit more tools to kind of survive. Poppy, GG, why didn't you dodge? Just a miserable matchup. Absolutely miserable. I'm sure if any Tryndamere mains are watching this, they know. Quinn, gotta know a little bit. She's pretty free low, in my opinion, because it's just Quinn. I don't think she's that bad. The early laning phase is obviously hard, but once you get level 6 and you have Ghost, it's not bad at all. Rammus, GG, why didn't you dodge? Nobody plays Rammus top, but if they do, it's just absolutely miserable to go against. Renekton, I'm going to go with a 50-50 again. I think Renekton's very beatable as Tryndamere. I just think you have to know how to play the matchup properly. Rengar, GG, why didn't you dodge? I don't know if there's some secret formula to beating Rengar tops, but I literally do not think I've won a lane or won the game versus Rengar top, sorry. Riven, I think this is another just big time skill matchup. I think if you know how to play it as Tryndamere and you know how to not get kited properly, it's fine. But like yesterday, I played against a Riven top with Ghost, and I don't know why I ever tried all-inning. It was just impossible for me to ever catch her. So I played very poorly against that Riven. Rumble, have fun, bro. I've played against Rumble top, and it is not easy. I got some jungler assist when I did it, and I snowballed off that. But if you don't have that, I can't promise you that it's going to be an easy lane to win. Ryze, got to know a little bit. Ryze is super weak early. Tryndamere, for the most part, can take advantage of it, but you do still need to know how to do it, because if you just keep getting your freaking spins canceled by his W, it's going to be really frustrating. Seraphine, I've never played against the top lane. Set 50-50 again. I think if you try to go in early on set, you're going to lose and it's going to suck and you're going to get snowballed on. But if you wait properly until a good window, like he uses his W on the wave, like all the time I see sets use this to clear because they don't think he'll go in. If he uses 2 abilities on the wave, you can just ghost him and kill him. So I think it's 50-50. Shaco top, whenever I've gone against it, I've murdered it. I'm going to go easy dub. Now, I haven't played against Pink Ward, so he might be better at it, but most Shacos really suck top lane. Shen, have fun, bro. It's beatable. I've beaten Shen tops, but it's not easy. Not easy. Shyvana, easy dub. Shyvana top's super easy. Singed, I'm going to say gotta know a little bit. It's really not that big of a deal. Singed, he's really frustrating and annoying when you first start playing him, but dude, after you know how to play it, it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I don't care what anybody says. Sion, easy dub. Free low matchup, super easy. Skarner, gotta know a little bit. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think he's hard at all, but I think if you fall into the cheese, which is like he just stun locks you and then the jungler comes and kills you, it's definitely frustrating. Sona, I've seen it top lane enough to say just easy dub. Free low matchup. Soraka, yeah, there were some problems with tank Soraka before, but that's not a thing. If someone plays Soraka top still, that's an easy dub. Swain, 50, gotta know a little bit. It's a tough matchup, it is. Because because he just has his healing's really frustrating. But if you know how to just not face tank his combos, it's Freelo. I'm gonna say Silas. I'm gonna say 50-50. It's a tough matchup. I'm not gonna lie. When he steals your ultimate, it's really frustrating. But you won't face a lot. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Tom Kench banned, dude. Yeah, these are all acceptable bans as Tryndamere. They are miserable to go against, and they're semi-impossible to actually beat them. Teemo, Freelo, dude. If you still don't know how to play against Teemo top, then I don't know what you're doing. It's such a free matchup, if you ask me. Trundle, gotta know a little bit again. He's not like super hard. He just can't die early, and it's really free because you super hard outscale him. Or got easy dub in my opinion. Yeah, you do have to know a little bit, but I even think bad Tryndamere players could beat him. Just don't tank too much. Vayne top, have fun, bro. Nobody plays Vi top. I have not played against Viego top, but I have played against a mid lane, and from what I know from mid lane, it's just gotta know a little bit. You just gotta know that you can't face tank his stun when Eing, so you just have to start trades with an auto, and it's super easy. Victor with Phase Rush is a have fun, bro, but Victor with any other summoner is easy dub, so I'm just going to say like 50-50. If he takes Phase Rush, it's really hard because he can kite you well. Same thing with Vlad. If Vlad's got to know a little bit. He's pretty easy. But you definitely have to know how to play the lane properly, else it's terrible. Volibear, ban this dude. If I personally view him as a secondary ban. This matchup is almost impossible. I don't know if I just don't know something, but it's miserable. Warwick, gotta know a little bit. You definitely gotta know how to play the lane. It's not a Freelo matchup. Old Warwick was, but nobody played Old Warwick, so. Yasuo, again, gotta know a little bit. I don't mean to just be hard filling this, but you definitely gotta know how to play the lane properly against Yasuo, but I think it's pretty easy because I know how to play the lane properly, so once you know. Same thing with Yon. I don't think he's that bad. He can kite you really bad if you go in at the wrong times, but not that bad. Yorick, probably Tryndamere's easiest matchup. His wall does nothing. His maiden's not that good unless you're low. And as long as you don't get low to it, it's not bad. Zach Top, gotta know a little bit for sure. I have lost to Zach Top before, but I've beaten up most of them. So you just gotta know you can't just roll into him. He'll CC you and then you'll die. Gwen, it used to be easy dub. Now that people know how to play her better, it's still gotta know a little bit. It's still not that bad though, at all. Not that bad. Nocturne top. The one time I played against it, it was, I think I would call this a 50. I'm gonna call it a 50-50. If a Nocturne holds on to his abilities properly, it's a 50-50 because he can kind of make lane really tough. But most of them will just Q, and you walk up to him, and here's what you do, right? So here's Nocturne, here's Tryndamere, right? So Tryndamere walks up. When he does this thing to fear you, you E forward, you E past him, and then it fears you in the opposite direction, and then you just ghost and kill him. Lee Sin, I really want to say easy dub, but I've also know that you can cheese Tryndamere, so I'm gonna go with gotta know a little bit again. It's a free matchup if you know, just to stay in the minions, don't get hit by Q. But yeah, so that, guys, I think is most of the champions. Let me know in the comments if I missed any, and I will say it to you. I will comment it back to you. But I think this is a pretty good tier list. I think these champions, for the most part, are just easy dubs in the top lane. I think these ones are also, this was a tough bracket to make, honestly, because I think a lot of them are easy dubs, but I think that there's cheeses or various ways that they can beat you that you just have to know, or else you will lose it. 50-50, I think these are mostly skill matchups just because of annoying tendencies or annoying abilities that they have, or when there's a good player piloting the champion, it can be really hard for Tryndamere. Have fun, bro. These are ones that aren't necessarily easy wins or easy losses. Not easy losses, but not easy wins or like insta losses, but they're matchups that if you don't know how to play them properly, or if there's a good guy on them, it's a have fun, bro. Like, all right, bro, have fun. GG, why didn't you dodge? These are matchups that aren't worth a ban on Tryndamere, but they're super toxic to go against and not fun at all. And then these are the bans that I would say if you're a Tryndamere player, you should be banning every game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And like I said, if there's any champions that I miss, I don't think I miss any, but if there's any champions that I miss, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys.